I am here today with Christine Smith, the Dean of Public Service at the Boyd School of Law at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And of course, I'm Noah Malgeri, the director of the Pro Bono project at Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada. And I'm really thrilled to have Dean Smith here with us today because we're going to talk about a very exciting program that we do annually at the Pro Bono project with the Boyd School of Law called Partners in Pro Bono, which is an incredibly impactful program for the community, for our practitioners, and for the students at Boyd. Dean Smith, you have been kind of administering this program for the past several years. How many years has it been?
I think we started in 2000.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. It's longer than I thought. I didn't realize it was that long.
Okay. 2000 or 2001. We wanted to give the students an opportunity to do more pro bono work after they had completed their mandated community service requirement, which is our free legal education classes that we partner on. And we're able now to provide students more opportunities in different areas of law because, of course, legal aid has grown since then, and you're doing more things than you were doing in the early 2000s. So it's been just great, and it provides students real life experience.
Because in Partners in Pro Bono, what the school does is it takes students and pairs them up with volunteer mentor attorneys in the community who are experienced practitioners who've been practicing for 5 years or more and have that ability to impart some wisdom and knowledge and do some on-the-job training and kind of show a student how practice is conducted, how to interview a client, how to draft a brief, to provide some real-world feedback in the context of an actual case with actual issues, real clients, even argue cases. They're really, it's a triple header for the attorney because they're getting a law clerk, they're getting pro bono credit, they're getting CLE credit, and they get to mentor a Boyd student, kind of train and contribute to the next generation. And this year, everything has been down in terms of participation due to COVID, but I was really shocked. We had, how many students did we have this year?
We had over 50 students express interest to participate in the program this year, which is more than twice of what we usually get. We usually get around 25. I just think because of this last summer, a lot of students, their clerkships were remote, their jobs, were remote, and they're just looking for more opportunities because they didn't get the time that they typically would have gotten to spend with the attorneys at the firms or in the judges' chambers. They didn't have as much interaction with staff.
Right.
And so this is just one more opportunity for them to meet more people and, to get another learning hands-on experience. So it's really great. I think they're just really hungry for those opportunities, particularly in this very strange situation we find ourselves in right now. It's a weird environment.
From your perspective, you're constantly interacting with the students. I talk to the students, all the students know you. What do they tell you about the program, when they're candid, in terms of what their impressions are?
Well, over the years, the theme that comes out most is that they've been able to explore a whole new area of law just to see what it's like. So a lot of them will take family law cases. They may or may not have any interest whatsoever in practicing family law, but they want to learn about it, and they want to see what it's like to deal with a client with a family law issue. And as you said earlier, sometimes they come out the other end of this thinking, oh, maybe that's an area that I would like to go into. In recent years, we've added the civil rights cases, we've added the federal appeals cases.
The thing that I think, is really striking about it is so many of the attorneys who have done it in past years, they just do it every year. I mean, they keep coming back because it's such a positive experience. And it's just a lot of fun. It's really gratifying. There's a student practice rule the students can actually participate, they can actually appear in court under some circumstances, right?
Yes.
How does that work?
We can go through the State Bar of Nevada and Supreme Court filing to allow students to be certified under the student practice rule. So if the students and the attorneys are working on a case that they see is going to go to court, we can file that paperwork and the student can appear in court and actually represent the client as long as they're under the supervision of that attorney.
What are the expectations for the mentor attorneys?
So for the attorneys, we ask them to allow the students to get to know the area of practice, allow them to be integrated into the firm in whatever way they can so that they can see. It's not an employment situation. Possibly shadow the attorneys if they can. Go and observe the attorney in court. We ask that the attorney play an active role. We ask that they be a good role model in, showing students how to interview a client and allowing them to participate in that exercise, or how to do a motion, or how to do a complaint, or all those kinds of real life, drafting of legal documents that students don't always get that in a substantive class.
How much time can a mentor attorney who signs up for this program expect his or her law student to put in, say, like per week?
On average, students spend 20 hours over the course of a semester. So it's not a huge time commitment, but some cases require more time, and some can go for a while with nothing happening, and then suddenly, the rubber meets the road and there's a lot of work all at once. So it just varies. But over the course of a semester, it's usually, we've found that the average is about 20 hours.
I think I seem to recall some of these students have actually gone on to work with these firms after graduation, haven't they? That they've done the program with.
Right. So that does happen on occasion, but it's certainly not an expectation on the part of the administrators that, putting the program together. But it just kind of organically happens, and that's another good part of the program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the best parts about it, honestly, is it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this year. I just have to say again, we need about 25 more attorneys. So 100% get involved in this. If you've been practicing for 5 years, if you've done it before, recruit one of your colleagues because we don't have that much time left, and we're matching up the cases. We really need your help, but you're missing out if you don't do this. So
we don't want to disappoint the students.
We do not want to disappoint the students. I mean, if they've expressed an interest to participate, they're going for pro bono honors, they're enthusiastic, they're motivated. Let's give them this opportunity to get back to their community to learn about the law. But anyway, I had a great time spending some time with you, Dean Smith. Thanks for stopping by Legal Aid to visit us and tell us about Partners in Pro Bono.
Yeah, thank you for the partnership over all these years.
Excellent.